The third room of Loca Miraculi contains a series of optical illusions. I felt strongly from the beginning of the project that I wanted to include some of these illusions in our cabinet of curiosities for a couple of reasons. One is that illusions of this type were developed during the Renaissance and into the 18th century. They were often found as parts of cabinets of curiosities. Another reason I wanted to include them is because they represent a way of looking at the natural world, and they combine artificialia and naturalia again in a sense, because you're looking at the natural world and then you are skewing it using a device that a painter would have used, using perspective that was developed during the Renaissance, and turning it on its head so that you use something that was meant to help artists capture a view of reality more convincingly. By skewing that view using the same rules of perspective, you can turn it into an illusion. This long wall illusion or stretch out illusion is an image of an actual cabinet of curiosities which was owned by a man called Ferrante Imperato. It's a very famous image of a cabinet. The image has been painted directly on the wall from a computerized distortion of the image. So interestingly enough, it combines contemporary computer technology with this idea of an 18th century illusion. When the viewer goes to the eyepiece, he or she will see the illusion slowly resolve itself and the distortion rectify. These two pieces are called anamorphic illusions. They are cylinders with an image that again has been distorted using computer technology now, but it would have been a hand-drawn distortion in the 17th and 18th century. This kind of illusion often was used to express a political viewpoint that was unpopular, or they might have been used to show a scatological image, so they were often sort of in-jokes. But for the pair of anamorphic illusions done for this exhibition, I used two images from a very famous early 19th century botanical treatise called The Temple of Flora, and used them as the basis for the distortions. Another kind of optical illusion which really distorted people's views of the natural world were mirror illusions. These were built in many different ways, but the basic idea behind all of them is that you used a series of mirrors positioned around an object or group of objects that multiplied facets of those objects in space. In this mirror illusion, I have three mouse skeletons which are going through some sort of curious mouse steeplechase, and as you get down and look inside the illusion box, you see parts of that repeated in several different kinds of planes. Another reason that the mirror images like this tended to be found in cabinets of curiosities is because mirrors were rare. So being able to see what a mirror could do was something that was valued and by its nature at that period curious.